Hi guys! Welcome to my class. Please subscribe so that you will be notified on our next lesson. Then like and share so that you can also help other students. Our topic for today is about subsets and set operations. But before we proceed to our main lesson, I would like to share with you something about Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of the Emirates of Abu Dhabi. He is also the Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. Like his father, he is an exceptional leader who is admired and respected by the people, not just here in the UAE but across the globe. He is the driving force behind the UAE's activist foreign policy and is a leader of the campaign against Islamist movement in Arabia. Because his brother Sheikh Khalifa was sick, he was entrusted with most day-to-day decision-making in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi as the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. Do you know that the New York Times named him as the most powerful Arab ruler? In 2020, the New York Times called him as one of the most powerful men on earth. And by Time magazine, he was named as one of the 100 most influential people of 2019. Like his father Sheikh Zayed, he is also known for his exceptional humanitarian and philanthropic effort to support charitable and community activities. Do you know that he has contributed billions of dollars to many humanitarian causes? The Crown Prince has donated 55 million dirhams to the United Nations Global Initiative in order to combat human trafficking. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed has also provided funding to buy the vaccines for children in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Bill Gates even tweeted an incredible news. He said that the UAE has made a $30 million commitment to end polio for good. To be exact, that was last June 12, 2017. The humanitarian action of Sheikh Zayed was still alive because of Sheikh Mohammed. It will never be stopped here in UAE. If you are selfish and your heart is full of hatred, you cannot give. But Sheikh Mohammed's heart is pure and clean. Sheikh Mohammed saved, and until now, he is trying to save a lot of people from dreadful diseases. The UAE sent humanitarian aid and support to many countries, especially these difficult times of pandemic. So guys, if we can help from our own small way, let's help. Let's not be selfish. Let us follow the steps of our UAE leaders. Let's move to our main objective today. We are going to define subsets and perform set operations. A universal set is symbolized by capital letter U. It is the set of all potential elements under consideration for a specific situation. The complement of set A, which is symbolized by A', is the set of elements contained in the universal set that are not in. By using a set builder notation, the complement of A, which is A', is equal to the set of all elements of X, such that X is an element of the universal set and X is not an element of A. So, in order for you not to be confused, the complements of a set, for example, in a set theory, the complement of set A refers to the elements not in A. Let's have an example. The universal set is the numbers from 1 to 8, and set A has the values of 3, 5, and 7. So the complement of set A is 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. These are the numbers that are not in set A. Let's work on this example so that you will be guided. Let the universal set be equal to 1 up to 9. Set C is equal to 1, 3, and 5. We are going to look for the complement of C. And we are also going to draw a Venn diagram that illustrates these sets. Since the complement of set C are the numbers which are not on set C, we are going to cross out all the numbers in set C that are in the universal set. And the remaining number in the universal set which are not crossed out is the complement of set C. So if we are going to draw the Venn diagram, it will be like this. Set C is 1, 3, and 5. And the complement of set C are 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But the universal set is the numbers from 1 to 9. Let us work on this example. Let the universal set be red, green, blue, orange, and black. And set A is orange and black. We're going to look for the complement of A and draw a Venn diagram that illustrates these sets. We're just going to cross out the elements in set A, which is the same as the elements in the universal set. And the elements in the universal set which are not crossed out are the complements of set A, the red, green, and blue. If we are going to draw it in the Venn diagram, set A have orange and black, and the universal set have all the colors. But the complement of set A is red, green, and blue. You can see it. Subsets and proper subsets. If every element of set A is also an element of set B, then A is called a subset of B. The symbol is letter C with an underline or a bar under. Is used to designate a subset. In this case, we write A is a subset of B. I want you to consider this. Every set is a subset itself. Every element of set A is of course an element of set A, so that A is a subset of A. And the empty set is also a subset of every set. Let's work on this example so that you will be guided. Find all subsets of A, which is A, B, and C. We can include A, B, and C, or the set of A and B, B and C, A and C, A, B, C, and a null set. Can you get it? We are just going to write all the possible combination of set A to be called subsets of A. And set A has 8 subsets. If you are going to be asked on how many subsets are there, you can right away find out. Because there are 3 elements in set A, so 2 to the third power is equal to 8. Therefore, there are 8 subsets in set A. The formula in finding the number of subsets of a set, remember this. It is 2 to the n, where n is the number of elements in the set. Now, let's move to proper subset. If set A is a subset of set B and is not equal to B, then we call A proper subset of B, which can be written as A is a proper subset of B, where C is designated as the symbol for proper subsets. Let us work on this example so that you will be guided. Find all proper subsets of A when it is equal to 2, 4, 6, and 8. We need to cross out the initial elements of set A and then find all the possible combination of the elements of set A, including the null set. So, these are all the proper subsets of A. And if you are going to count it, it will give us 15 proper subsets. The formula for finding the number of subsets is 2 to the n minus 1. Since the number of elements of set A is 4, therefore, 2 to the 4 minus 1 is equal to 15. So, set A has 15 proper subsets. Universal set U, set A and E are shown in the Venn diagram. Set S is equal to 7. Find S as the subset of what set? So it is given set A is 3, 4, and 7. Set E is 1, 2, and 7. And set S is 7. Therefore, set S, which is 7, is a subset of the universal set U, set A, and set E. The Venn diagram shows the universal set U and set A. Set B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. What subset is set B? Since set B is a complement of A, therefore B is a subset of U only. Intersection of a set is the set that contains all elements of A that also belongs to B, or equivalently, all elements of B that also belongs to A, but there's no other elements. So it is symbolized as the letter U written upside down. I will give you an example so that you will be guided. Set A is equal to A, B, C, D, E. And set B is C, E, F, G. The intersection of set A and B are the elements which are the same. The C and E. Remember this. The elements that are the same on both sets are the intersection of a set. If you are going to draw it in a Venn diagram, the intersection is the C and E. The union of a set is the set of all elements in the collection. It is one of the fundamental operations through which sets can be combined and related to each other. It is denoted by a symbol U, capital U. I'll give you an example so that you will be guided. Set A is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Set B is 2, 4, and 6. What is the union of a set of set A and B? The union of set A and B are all the elements in set A and B. If the element in one set is also included or the same as the element in another set, don't write it twice. Just write it once. Let's work on this. Find A prime intersection of B prime. A prime are all the elements that are not on set A. So, it is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And B prime are all the elements that are not on B. So, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Therefore, the intersection of A prime and B prime are the elements that are the same on both sets. They are 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, what about the union of set A, which is ABC, and set B is BDE? Therefore, the union of set A and set B are all the elements included in set A and set B. But the repeated elements are not written twice. It was written once only. What about the intersection of set A and B? The intersection of set A and B is the element that is the same on both sets. It is B. Find the universal set U minus the complement set of E intersect with set A. If we are going to write the universal set, it is all the numbers included in the diagram. Set E are all the numbers included in the circle of E. Now we are going to cancel out all the elements of set E in the universal set to find the E prime. So the E prime is 7, 10, 22, and 25. If we are going to subtract the E prime from the universal set, we can come up with set E. The elements of set E, 13, 16, and 19. The elements of set A is 10, 16, and 22. So the intersection of set E and set A is equal to 16. Therefore, the universal set minus the composite set of E intersected with A is equal to 16. To sum it up, if you are given set A and the element is A and C, set B with an element of B, C, and D, and set C with an element of C and D, therefore, C is an element of set A. F is not an element of set A. A is a proper subset of set A. Set C is a proper subset of set A. A is a subset of set A. A and C is a subset of set A. The elements that belongs to set A and set B is the union of set A and set B. The elements that both belongs to set A and set B is the intersection of set A and set B. So, the universal set with an element of A, B, C, and D, therefore, the complement of A is B and D. These are not in set A. The complement of B is A, and A is not in set B. The complement of C is A and B. A and B are not in set C. I will never stop reminding you what Sheikh Zayed wrote for us. Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley. If you have confusion on some part of the lesson, I want you to go back. Light up your way. Watch it again, slowly, carefully, and I know you will get it. Life is a math equation. You cannot get the most of it if you can't convert the negatives into positive. So, don't be negative. Don't give up. I know you can make it. I want you to discover your undefined smartness. You have it, guys. Score high in math. Till next lesson. Good luck. God bless.